Diviértete, aprende e infórmate con Jump Into Rionegro Bilingüe, un espacio para mejorar tu nivel de inglés y entérate de todo lo que acontece en Rionegro y en el programa municipal de bilingüismo.
Have fun, learn and be informed through Jump Into Rionegro Bilingüe, a space to improve your English level and find out everything that happens in Rionegro and related to the municipal bilingual program. Welcome. This program is sponsored by the municipal's mayor's office, Rionegro Advancing More Together, and the Centro Colombo Americano.
Hello and welcome to our show Jump into Rionegro Bilingüe. Your two hosts, Bridget and Maria, are back once again.
Hello there, we're excited to be with you all today.
In today's show, we're going to talk about robotics. Do you know what that is?
Yes, robotics is a science that studies how robots are made and how they work. It's the technology involved in the design, creation, and application of robots, and technology has progressed a lot, which means that more complex robots can be created to do different tasks.
Right, nowadays we have robots that do lots of jobs that humans used to do before, such as factory work and heavy lifting, and they also do jobs that humans cannot do, like space exploration.
Fascinating, but at the same time, kind of scary.
Yes, Hollywood movies such as The Matrix, iRobot, and even Transformers show a different side to robots, mucho más miedoso.
Oh yes, but on today's show we're going to look into the more positive aspects of robots and robotics and how it has helped to improve people's lives.
Great, let's get started.
Ahora vamos con Bilingual Guests.
Okay, so robotics is becoming increasingly popular nowadays, not only because of the technological revolution, but also because they influence every aspect of work and home. I'm sure that you've interacted with a robot at least once this week, Maria.
No, of course not.
You have. It's just that they are not like you picture them, looking like R2-D2 from Star Wars or Wall-E from the Disney movie.
Entonces, ¿con qué robots he interactuado? What robots have I interacted with?
Well, for example, you interact with bots when you're on a WhatsApp chat with a company and you get programmed responses, or when you contact a call center to get a doctor's appointment. You don't talk to a real person most of the time, but interact with a computer program or internet bot.
Wow, super interesting. So to talk more about the influence of robotics, we have Eduardo Restrepo, also known as Mr. Roboto, who is here to talk a little bit about this interesting topic and a robotics tournament that he leads. Welcome, Eduardo.
Eduardo, please tell us how you got involved in robotics.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me here today. I got involved in robotics by chance. I started working as a computer science teacher in a school that was one of the first ones to do robotics in Medellin, and I was told I had to teach as well in the after-school program for robotics. Had no idea about robotics, but I started working along with an engineer that was teaching there also. I helped him with methodology on how to teach the content to the students, and he helped me with the content itself, showing me what to teach. In the end, it was a team effort, and that's how I learned.
Tell us about RoboJam, Torneo de Robótica Virtual. Why are kids so interested in robotics?
RoboJam started as a virtual robotics competition and now is transitioning to in-person events. It started like a local competition here in Colombia, and now we have expanded to different countries. There has been teams from over 33 countries and from all continents that have been in at least one of our tournaments. I think the main reason why kids like to do robotics so much and why they like to participate in tournaments like RoboJam has to do with the opportunity to challenge themselves creating or programming a robot that will solve a specific problem. They learn how to work as a team, they develop critical thinking skills, and they even have a chance to improve their communication skills when they have to present their creations to the public or to the judges. Overall, they get to show their skills in a competitive and yet friendly environment.
Have you seen more girls doing robotics lately?
Getting more girls involved in robotics, science, and technology has always been a big goal for tournaments like ours. We just held a competition on October 8th called RoboJam Glam, Girls Learning and Making. It was open only for female teams from all over the world, and there were teams from different countries like Mexico, Poland, Colombia, Ecuador, and the Philippines. That shows how girls are getting more and more active in these fields. Usually with boys, they are more interested and motivated by competition, showing who's the best, while girls, on the other hand, like to research, and they are very organized and goal-oriented. I think that's one of the reasons they are getting more and more involved in robotics right now.
It's nice to see that girls are actively taking part in what was at first a very male-dominated field. Now, to end our chat, tell us about one of the craziest things you've seen created at RoboJam.
I don't know if this qualifies as crazy. I will say that more like greatest things that have happened. The greatest things we have seen in RoboJam. First was a 2-year-old competing along with her family. A 9-year-old kid beating university students in a programming challenge. That was amazing. A robot climbing 1.5 meters in a vertical wall in less than 2 seconds. Those are one of the things we have seen. Overall, RoboJam has been providing kids all over the world the opportunity to express themselves and participate in an exciting competition where robotics is only the means to an end, the excuse to develop so many skills they will be able to use when they grow up. That's RoboJam.
Wow, sounds really cool. Thanks, Eduardo, for coming on the show and sharing with us everything regarding this robotics tournament and the field of robotics in general.
Yeah, thanks. Now we have another guest who is going to talk more about the maker culture. Do you know what that is?
I do, actually. The maker culture is something that celebrates experimentation and discovery and invites people to become inventors and create their own gadgets or recreate something that already exists. We have Jordan Rodman Moreno, coordinador de la línea Las TICs para el desarrollo en la Fundación Promedes.
Jordan will talk to us a little bit more about 3D printing and programming. Welcome.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about 3D printing. What can you make?
3D printing is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from a digital file. All of that is possible thanks to the use of a 3D model. You can create things from the ground up or download it from a 3D library or a repository. Nowadays, people use 3D printers to create product models and prototypes. Some of the items made with 3D printers are shoes, furniture, tools, toys, houses, glasses, among others.
How can kids get into programming and software development? It seems quite complicated.
It's not too complicated. There are many methods to introduce kids with programming, so they can use online resources. They can play with apps and platforms designed for young programmers. Some of these platforms use block programming to make this experience a good time for learning. There are some platforms kids can use to get into programming. Number 1 is CodeMonkey. Number 2 is code.org. Number 3 is Scratch. And number 4 is Code for Life.
What do you recommend for kids just getting started in robotics?
This is a really hard question, but I think they can start with small projects. So I mean basic components. It would be a good idea to start with toys like Lego, Arduino, or robotic kits for children. Aside from introducing them to thinking critically about build, design, and function, it gives them a comfortable environment to learn and to grow in the robotics world.
Some great ideas and recommendations. Thank you, Jordan, for coming to the show today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Y ahora, give me 5.
En Rionegro, the Mayor's Office le está apostando a la ciencia, innovación y tecnología.
That's right, Maria. The CoWork Labs are spaces that have been created by the Mayor's Office so people can learn, innovate, and create. So far, there are 9 in the Rionegro area located in Alto del Medio, Guillermo Gaviria, Villa Chuaga, Galicia, Cimarronas, El Porvenir, Santa Ana, and La Playa.
Exactly. These CoWork Labs offer different courses for adults and children and also have computers, internet access, robots, and audiovisual spaces for people to explore and use.
They sound amazing. Cualquier persona los puede usar.
Of course, you need to reserve the space though. To do that, you can access rioinnova.com and complete the form to reserve either the co-working spaces or the audiovisual room.
Great. The website also shows different workshops that people can register for on different topics, not only related to robotics. There are courses on emprendimiento, web page design, photography. There are a lot of different options out there.
True, and additionally, especially for younger kids, there are short courses on robotics, video gaming, and even aerospace design. It's time to get creative and try some of these courses out.
Did you know that there was a team from Rionegro that participated in the VEX World Robotics Championship this year?
I had no idea. Wow, that's so great.
Yes, and not only that, last year, 4 girls from Rionegro also participated in the event.
It definitely shows that Rionegro is encouraging youth to pursue these activities through the CoWork Labs and workshops they offer. Well done!
Nuestra sección, Word of the Day.
Technology is all around us, and it is really changing the way we live our lives. Some say technology is making things better, and others say that it's making things more complicated. Whatever you think, you cannot deny that technology is here to stay.
That's right. So today, we're sharing some vocabulary related to technology, machines, and robotics.
Today's idiomatic expression means to stop doing something suddenly. Parar de hacer algo de inmediato.
The expression is pull the plug, like quitar la corriente o energía.
That's right, pull the plug. Okay, so we have Ricky joining us once again to review the other words we'll share today. Welcome again, Ricky.
Thanks for always asking me to come back. The first word is a machine that performs complicated tasks and is guided by automatic controls.
The word is robot. Okay, what's next?
This word means to introduce something new, like an idea or product. Crear o generar algo nuevo.
The word is innovate, like innovar in Spanish. And our last word, Ricky?
This last word is more of an expression, and it means to visit different websites online.
It's surf the internet, which translates as surfear el internet, but means to visit online sites. Ricky, can you please repeat today's words for our listeners?
Sure, we have the idiomatic expression pull the plug, the word robot, the word innovate, and finally, the expression surf the internet.
Nuestra sección, Study Tips.
It's time for today's
Study tip. That's right. And as our show has been focused on technology and innovation, so what a better way than to link this up with our study tip.
So our first study tip is to use online games to strengthen your English level. This is a great way to not only have fun, but also to practice reading and listening skills. If you play online with others, you can also practice your speaking.
There are a lot of online games you can play out there, focusing on many different topics. So choose one that you're interested in. Another great online resource you can use to practice your English is podcasts.
All major streaming platforms like Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Music offer different podcasts on a variety of topics.
Listening to podcasts regularly can help you improve your vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Some of the best educational ones out there are Voice of America Learning English, or 6-Minute English from the BBC.
Check out other online resources such as Duolingo for learning vocabulary or Hello Talk for chatting online with other people in English and get practicing.
También queremos escucharte. Escríbenos usando el hashtag Río Bilingüe 2022 y participa de este espacio de aprendizaje y multiculturalidad.
We've come to the end of our show for today.
Thanks to all of you that tuned in, and we hope that we've motivated you to try something new related to technology, whether it be a course on robotics, visiting the CoWork Labs, or using an app to study English.
See you in our next show.
Gracias por conectarte con nosotros en Jumping to Rionegro Bilingüe. Recuerda sintonizarnos cada jueves entre las 6:45 y las 7 de la noche en COREDI FM 90.5, porque juntos avanzamos más. Hasta pronto.
Thanks for joining us today on Jump into Rionegro Bilingüe. Remember to tune in every Thursday between 6:45 and 7 p.m. on COREDI FM 90.5. Advancing more together. See you next time.